Introducing Shoutouts, a fun and easy way for you to advertise your premium blog all over the web. Shoutouts work like apps or virtual gifts that you can customize and send out to users to be displayed on their profiles. Those users can then send your shoutout to their friends, and their friends can send it to their friends, and so on. You get the idea. All this exposure drives traffic to your blog, thus helping you make more money. To create a shoutout, start from the Manage My Premium Blogs page. You must have at least one post in order to have something to shout out about. Under Shoutouts, click Create. First, decide on a name for your shoutout. Make sure it relates to your premium blog somehow. Once you've decided on a name, click Next Step and follow the prompts. The large layout is the version users will see if they access your shoutout from an email. The medium layout is what your shoutout will look like as a medium-sized app on a profile page. And the small layout is how your shoutout will appear as a small-sized app on a profile page. It's best to start with the large layout in step 1 and edit from there. First, decide on a style. This determines the number of buttons you can have and the layout that your shoutout recipients will see in your app on their profiles. Now move on to step B. Design the buttons you'll allow users to send to each other. You can choose from one of our standard buttons or upload your own customized image. To upload an image, click Browse to select any photo you have stored on your computer. Once you've selected a photo, click Upload. Now that you've uploaded your image, customize the frame for your photo. Decide on a border color, frame thickness, frame color, and opacity. If you'd like an additional button, click Insert at the top of the page and follow the same steps as you did for your first button. Next, decide on your button text. Describe the photo button as something users will be receiving. Remember, this photo will represent a virtual gift that users are receiving from you and your fans. Then select a background for your shoutout. You can either select a standard image or you can upload your own by browsing for one on your computer. Repeat step 1 now for your medium and small layouts in steps 2 and 3. If you would like to design a new layout for each step, follow the same steps as you did in step 1. Or, if you'd prefer to import the layout you just designed in step 1, click the large layout button in the tab tip above the style options. You can import your large or your medium layout in step 3. In step 4, you can customize the text that appears in your shoutout feeds and notifications. Make sure your text is relevant to your blog and virtual gifts, and take care to ensure that sentences are structured correctly by following the example text provided. Now publish your shoutout. Check for errors. If there aren't any, return to the Manage page. Next to Published, click Start to submit your shoutout for approval, and wait up to 24 hours for your shoutout to get approved. Once approved, your shoutout will appear on your profile, and will be ready for you and your fans to send the buttons you just designed to each other as virtual gifts. Your fans can then send these gifts to their fans, and so on. The better your buttons are, the more excitement they'll generate, and the more people will want to send them to each other, resulting in maximum exposure for your blog. So what are you waiting for? Get started, have fun, and watch as your shoutout explodes onto the web. Still have questions on shoutouts or suggestions on how this video could be more helpful? We want to hear your thoughts, so be sure to leave us a message below.